But let's get into this. So he's gonna be Shisui's brother. So yeah, he's gonna be Shisui's brother. So let's just go into where Shisui's gonna lose his eye to Danzo. Christian was wandering around the bushes while he sees Shisui fighting some Anbu members, and Christian smiles saying he's probably sparring, but then he sees his eye got removed, and he goes, Then he sees Shisui get poisoned, then he goes, then his tears start to roll up in his eyes, so then he throws a kunai going, ah! Danzo dodges saying, what was that? He goes, damn it, no, why is he here? Then he runs off, running to Itachi. He accidentally bumps into Itachi and with tears in his eyes says, he's away, he's gonna die. Blah, blah, blah. He goes, Shisui's gonna die. Then he rushes off with him. Then he sees Danzo attacking. He sees Shisui on the ground, with Danzo ready to kill him. Itachi would throw a kunai at him, which cuts him in two. Christian looks and sees. And then he sees Itachi starting to fight the Foundation. Itachi's doing pretty good against him. And also, what he didn't realize is what? Then he sees that Itachi's starting to lose ground to Danzo. Christian says, no, I won't let them die. Then awakens the Sharingan going, Then they see piercing red eyes from the forest. They go, what the? Then he goes, with lightning swirling around him. He goes, damn it, why is he coming? Then he kills all of them with one shot. Then goes and back spin kicks Danzo in the face and goes, basically doing a Deku kick when then he backflips up in the air going, shooting an air kick right down at him. He goes, Christian's in front of him going, like the final shot that he did to Overhaul with all his body parts fell off, he goes, Danzo would fall to the ground and rush away without his agent. Christian would fall down, being unconscious. Itachi creates a shadow gun to take Christian, and the real him takes Shisui away. Then he wakes up saying, what happened? Remember, he's 5. Usually he awakened his Sharingan. Then when he's sitting there, then Itachi brings him to the cliff, blah blah blah. Sasuke would come and he sees Christian and he says, why is he sleeping, Nisa? He goes, he was just tired. He says, are you lying and he's dead? He goes, no, actually. He said, she's saying, no, he's not dead, he's really actually tired. He goes, okay. He says, Sasuke, go back. Go back home, okay? He goes, okay, Nisa. Then he'd see it. Christian wouldn't actually leave. He'd hide somewhere, suppressing his chakra, looking. He is looking at him going, Then he pulls out his other eye and goes, Then gives it to Itachi. Then Itachi then Shishui's about to fall, but Christian goes, don't fall. Then grabs his leg softly. He goes, what? He goes, no. In like a child sad voice, going, no. He goes, then Christian says in his head, my new. But then Shisui apparently dies, falling off the cliff. He goes, He goes, Itachi, he says. Then Itachi carries him back to the Uchiha clan ruins. The Uchiha clan found base. Then she walks, seeing Christian crying in Itachi's arms. She goes, Itachi, what happened to him? She goes, something traumatizing. She goes, did you guys show him something that is not good? He says, I think he experienced it himself. Then he says, can I talk to you in the room? She says, Sasuke, try and calm him down in your room. I need to talk to Mother. He goes, okay. Says, come on. He goes, I was just wiping his eyes. Okay. Then they head to his room. Then he sits down with Then she says, what happened? He never usually cries. Something must have bad happened. He says, promise not to tell anyone in this clan, okay? She goes, okay, Itachi. He tells her that Danzo attacked Shisui and Christian saw it and threw a kunai. Then he ran away to me, telling him that Shisui was about to die. Then I came, took Shisui back. Then they went to a cliff. But then, when I arrived, he awakened his Sharingan, and some lightning swirled around him, and he killed all 9 Anbu, and attacked Danzo. He goes, whoa, that's good, he says, but not good. Because then Shisui, when they got there, when we got to a cliff, Shisui gave me his eye. And also jumped off the cliff. So now he's sad about it and won't stop getting over it. He says, poor thing. He says, and now I have to act like an older brother to him. She goes, that's so sweet, Itachi. He says, there's nothing else I could have done. He's my best friend. I would never let one of his siblings be sad the rest of their life because he died by some leaf village. And also, Christian's never actually called Mikito mom before in Fugaku Dad. Since basically he's never, even though they don't have parents, he goes home. Mikito says, he says, you know what? For his 6th birthday, he's adopted by them. He goes, yay! Thank you, Mrs. Mikito and Mr. Fugaku. Mikito says, now, you don't have to call us that anymore. You can call us Mom and Dad. He goes, yay! As he's jumping around, woo, 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 woo! But then, Itachi knew that Shisui was never dead. He was still alive, but he was just going... Shisui was trying to find new eyes just so they see that they don't have to be Sharingan. Itachi comes with Shisui, and Shisui turns into a random person that actually has eyes. He looks and then walks around Danzo's thing. Oh, attack him, but Itachi instantly kills them. Then finds Shisui's other Sharingan. Then they put it in his eye. He goes, thank you. Then he says, now all we have to do. Then Itachi pulls out his eye, and then, because Itachi had his eye in a capsule, and puts it in, so then they both have their 2 eyes back. He says, we're gonna have to do it, the Uchiha Kudeta. He goes, yes. A couple of weeks later, Christian and Sasuke are playing at the academy, with people fangirling over them for no reason, fangirl over Sasuke. They go, Then they head out. Then when they head back home, they see the entire Uchiha clan is slaughtered, with bodies everywhere. Well, actually, don't see the bodies yet. Then they walk into the house saying, we're home? Mom? They both say, Mom? Dad? Then when they walk in, they see Itachi and Shisui above Mikito and Fugaku's body. Christian with happy tears in eyes says, Shisui! Then goes to hug him, but then Shisui punches him in the face, knocking him back. He goes, Shisui, what the heck? He says, pathetic and weak. He goes, ready to cry. He says, don't even start crying, you crybaby. He goes, Then Sasuke yells, that was mean! He says, then Itachi knocks out, throws a kunai, which cuts him in the cheek. He goes, Then they run away. Itachi and Shisui appear in front of them. Then they say it was... They both get the realization that Itachi and Shisui were the ones who did it. Christian goes, awakening his Sharingan once again, Sasuke awakening his, and then Christian activating his Godspeed, aka his Kekkei Genkai. His hair spikes up. Then he starts to glow blue, and also there's lightning aura. He goes... Then goes to punch, but then he misses and gets knocked out. Then he gets stabbed in the stomach. He goes... But when Christian looks at Shisui's, thinking that he has a maniacal face when he did that, sees a teary-eyed Shisui. Then Itachi knocks out Sasuke. He goes... Then, as they run away out of the village, Shisui is still in the sadness in his eyes, very, very much sadness. Not only did he have to kill the entire clan, he had to stab his own little brother. He hated to do that with his heart, saying that he regrets doing this with all his heart, but they will have to kill them when they're older. He says, hopefully those scrolls that we left them will give them enough strength to at least become Genin. Then, when they wake up, they've shown all kinds of things. Well, actually, Sasuke wakes up first and sees that Christian is bleeding out. Then he rushes him to the hospital, and he's instantly taken care of. Then Sasuke runs to the third Hokage's office, telling him about how Itachi slaughtered the clan. He goes, "I'm sorry, Sasuke, but that's how it has to be. You're gonna have to live with that." He goes, "Nah." He says, "But Christian's almost dead." He goes, "Wait, what? He's not supposed to be dead. He's only supposed to be alive." He says, "Wait, what's this?" When Sasuke's about to get planned, his memory gets wiped from ever going into the third Hokage's office. Then he brings him to an apartment. Then Christian's also brought to the apartment after he's finished healed. Also with the scrolls that Itachi left, the weapons, the clothes, the food, everything Itachi and Shisui left, and a note. When they both wake up, Christian goes... When they both wake up, they head to the living room. He says, "Where are we?" There's two notes. Christian reads the one from the third Hokage first. It says, "Hello, you two. I'm sorry for your loss for the Uchiha massacre, but here's an apartment that you will be paying your rent for. From the third Hokage." Christian goes, "That's nice, but let's see this one. From Shisui." He says, "I'm sorry for doing this, but when you have enough hatred, come kill us. There's scrolls in the back in your closet. From Shisui." Then he also wrote in invisible ink, "We were forced to do this. Please kill Danzo, and Danzo is your target if you kill us. If you find this." Christian goes. Then they both just become emotionless/emo. Every day they're learning from the scrolls. Learning from every scroll, and then they finally get all ready. Sasuke is wielding his own sword. I'm gonna try and get it. Itachi left something for Sasuke, and Shisui left something for Christian. They left a present for them Uchiha Itachi, Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Obito. Uchiha Shisui. Uchiha Sasuke. Uchiha Fugaku. Uchiha Madara. I don't know why I like doing that. I like doing the Uchiha thing. So let me see again. So with this, after that, so I'll show you the gifts are. They're in Shinobi Striker actually, not gonna lie. I'll show them after I get to this. I know what you came here to do. That's it. I'm kidding. That's not it. Alright, people. I just got tons of scrolls. I'm gonna use them. Please give me something good. I want the nibba dibba da. Oh no! I get the nibba dibba da. Dang it! Death God's dagger. Just a stupid dough. I get those goosebumps every time. I need to hide it. Don't I shoot a side. I get those goosebumps every time. I mean, oh yeah, and Christian's already miniature version of the body flicker. This is Sasuke's sword. I'd love to give him this, not to pretend like it says Itachi Anbu era. Basically, he gets an Anbu sword. On the other hand, Christian gets these. I'm kidding, he doesn't get it. I would love to give him the chakra dagger, but like that's kind of messed up. I also like him to give him that, but that's too small. He gets this, Sasuke's Ninja Blade, Boruto. Yes, they have. Sasuke's fucking weak now. He can't even use his Rinnegan right. He gets tired after using the Rinnegan once. Bro, that's fucking cap. So he uses this sword, but he doesn't have lightning style on it. He goes. I remember loving to use this blade, bro. It's so overpoweredly good. So with that, they have their clothes on. And then basically 7 years later, since they're 5 years old, they're 12, time for the graduation exam. Christian creates 300 clones all around the classroom, but they're illusion. But they can't see them, they're camouflage jutsu, and they're also transformed as Ruka says, you. Then he snaps his fingers and then they all appear. He says, pass. What the? But they all weren't there a second ago. He says, that's because I used camouflage jutsu on them. They're all you, right? So I pass. He goes, you pass. Yes, you do. Christian says, I forgot to mention something. Shisui cut off his arm. Okay, no he didn't. I was gonna say Shisui would cut off his arm, so then he'd be identical to like Sasuke having one arm to fight with, but no. I know what you came here to do. So with this, they get on. It's Christian, Sasuke, and Sakura, and Naruto. Christian says, great, I'm stuck with fangirl who's gonna fangirl over Sasuke. And that's it for this part.